Get up out your seat, you can have my drink, let me see you dance. Get up off your feet, you can be my freak, let me see you jam. When the sun falls, then the moon lights, might be a hell of a night. Go, 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 go. Get up out your seat, you can have my drink, let me see you dance. Get up off your feet, you can be my freak, let me see you jam. When the sun falls, then the moon lights, might be a hell of a night. Go. Shit's real and I just begun. So many ladies wanna share my tongue. Man, this life of mine, we in the league, we ain't pressed for time. So that bottom gon' pop, then my record gon' spin, then them hoes gon' jive. Ain't no telling how my night might end. Nightlife in the bright lights, swinging hard in my Concords. You at the bottom, we the top dogs. We get high as them elevators. Take a sip with me, now will you hit with me? Now make a dip for me, now will you ride for me? Will you die for me? Will you jump off a cliff and hit the sky with me? Menage a trois, 4 titties, no bras and no flaws. You, me, and her ball with no draws. Get high with a god, I'm a no star. Feeling good, all this money on my bank card. 10 grand in my pocket, nigga, all large. Porsche Panorama, yeah, 4 doors. Pedal to the floor, ain't that's what it's made for. I ain't minding if the world stops, and I ain't minding if the world stops. We been living up in hell shop, we been living up in hell shop. So I'ma live it to the top notch, and I'ma take it to the top. I ain't minding if the world stops, and I ain't minding if the world stops. We been living up in hell shop, we been living up in hell shop. So I'ma live it to the top notch. Fuck with me, yeah. Get up out your seat, you can have my drink, let me see you dance. Get up off your feet, you can be my freak, let me see you jam. When the sun falls, then the moon lights, might be a hell of a night. Go, 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 go. Get up out your seat, you can have my drink, let me see you dance. Get up off your feet, you can be my freak, let me see you jam. When the sun falls, then the moon lights, might be a hell of a night. Go, got the whole world tryna figure out Q. You can never find a nigga do what I do. TDE, I'm the nigga from the crew. Hit it one time, now she want round 2. Ghetto chick, but I let them bamboos. No lean, but I chopped and screw. She want a groovy type, like I had to. Champagne pop, I'm about that life. Molly gon' pop, I'm about that life. Backwood toke, I'm about that life. Living good, might not remember this night. World might end, so I'm living my life. Fly hanging out, I ain't tryna fly kites. Tryna go to prayers, nigga, hit me on the Skype. Tryna do a show, nigga, 20 for the hike. Don't touch me, bitch, I'm famous. Tryna party and bang my fingers. Living large, I'm an entertainer. So cold, but I come with flamers. First sexy up in my closet. Withdrawals while top deposit. Girl, let me see you stop and pause it. Fuck around, might pay you. I ain't minding if the world stops, and I ain't minding if the world stops. We been living up in hell shop. We been living up in hell shop. So I'ma live it to the top notch, and I'ma take it to the top. I ain't minding if the world stops, and I ain't minding if the world stops. We been living up in hell shop. We been living up in hell shop. So I'ma live it to the top notch. Fuck with me, yeah. Get up out your seat, you can have my drink, let me see you dance. Get up off your feet, you can be my freak, let me see you jam. When the sun falls, then the moon lights, might be a hell of a night. Go, 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 go. Get up out your seat, you can have my drink, let me see you dance. Get up off your feet, you can be my freak, let me see you jam. When the sun falls, then the moon lights, might be a hell of a night. Go. Go, 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 go. Then the moon lights, go, might be a hell of a night. Might be a hell of a night. Then the moon lights, go, go, might be a hell of a night. Go, go, go. Then the moon lights, go, might be a hell of a night. Go.
red from the blood, rose cheeks dull from the mud, hands worn through from the sludge, a self no longer begrudged, and murder is a potion of love, sacrifice devotion thereof, and he without sin never was. Now a changing of the guard has begun. A kingdom that belies the internal is a prison of the mind that's infernal, and eternal is the lie turned plague. So I've dug this grave so my truth won't fade. I feel the war paint on my face, I feel the ground tremble and quake, I feel my heart sink to the pace that these war drums make. I feel alive and awake, and all I see is war path ahead of me. Each and every step I welcome readily, and if my lack of fear bring the death of me, let the spirits of my ancestors envelop me. So know this is that Armageddon coming, a flood that goes beyond the refuge high upon the summit. A sun become whole, black hole on consumption, spun inside itself into a beacon that is summoned. That creature of the deep that leaves a pit inside your stomach, that rumbling beneath that bodes arrival from above, and that nature of the beast that feeds upon the will to numb it. That monster brought the seed of life, well now I have become it. And I feel like I got a gun, like I've been changed more ways than one, and this whole world has just begun, and it's so nice to meet me. And I feel like I got a gun, like I've been changed more ways than one, and this whole world has just begun, and it's so nice to meet me. A self once masked by these stains, that filth washed out with the rain. When I'm done, only thing that remains is a tombstone etched with my name. Look into a face that has changed, recognize the corpse in that grave, resurrect what's lost can be saved. I am now free, once slave, and I am not a part of a game. I am not a moth to a flame, I am both man and brigade. I won't be denied or restrained, I am what the weak can obtain, I am what survives if it's slain, I am rest in peace if you aim. No, I am not built of the same. In my gaze, high upon the death and the rage. He said he had the truth that I crave, then my sword through his chest I gave. Ain't no one command I behave, never put my faith in plans best laid, and I don't follow rules that you made. I think it's time I set this whole bitch ablaze. On the precipice of slaughter is the Lord. Angels and they demons come together with a cause, and I don't think you really know the meaning of a storm. Let this serve a lesson on the essence of reform. Hatred without focus make the eager man fall. Violence without purpose make the mighty man small. Vengeance without mercy leave the noble man flawed. And insurrection mounts behind those battle lines drawn. The future is beholden to the present moment cast, and prudence don't repeat the futile habits of the past, and courage is the an oath of life to which I've sworn. And I feel like I got a gun, like I've been changed more ways than one. And this whole world has just begun, and it's so nice to meet me. And I feel like I got a gun, like I've been changed more ways than one. And this whole world has just begun, and it's so nice to meet me.
I fell asleep beneath the flowers. For a couple of hours. On a beautiful day. Daydream. I dream of you amid the flowers. For a couple of hours. Such a beautiful day.
As I smile from behind my giant robot's eyes, I keep him happy cause I might fall out if he cries. Scared of heights so I might pass out if he flies. Keep him on autopilot cause I can't drive. Room enough for one, I tell my homies they can't ride unless we're sitting on the shoulders, but that's way too high. Let's try not to step on the children. The news cameras filming this walking project building. Now there's hoes selling hoes like right around the toes, and the crackheads beg at about the lower leg. There's crooked police that's stationed at the knees, and they do drive-bys like up and down the thighs. And there's a car chase going on at the waist. Keep a vest on my chest. I'm sitting in my room as I'm looking out the face. Something to write about. I still got some damage from fighting the White House. Just a
daydream. I fell asleep beneath the flowers. For a couple of hours. On a beautiful day. Daydream. I dream of you amid the flowers. For a couple of hours. Such a beautiful day.
Now come on everybody, let's make cocaine cool. We need a few more half-naked women up in the pool, and hold this Mac 10 that's all covered in jewels. And can you please put your titties closer to the 22s? And where's the champagne? We need champagne. Now look as hard as you can with this blunt in your hand, and now hold up your chain, slow motion through the flames. Now cue the smoke machines and the simulated rain, but not too loud cause the baby's sleeping. I wonder if it knows what the world is keeping. Up both sleeves while he lay there dreaming. Me and my robot tiptoe round creeping. I had to turn my back on what got you paid. I couldn't see, had the hood on me like Abu Ghraib. But I like to thank the streets that drove me crazy, and all the televisions out there that breaks me. I was
daydream. I fell asleep beneath the flowers. For a couple of hours.
What a beautiful day.
seems so long I've been waiting. Still don't know what for. There's no point in escaping. I don't worry anymore. I can come out to find you. I don't like to go outside. They can turn off my feelings like they're turning off the light.
This is what you want, this is what you get. This is what you want, this is what you get. This is what you want, this is what you get. This is what you want, this is what you get. This is what you want, this is what you get. This is what you want, this is what you get.
When I said I needed you, you said you would always stay. It wasn't me who changed, but you. And now you've gone away. Don't you see that now you've gone, and I'm left here on my own, that I have to follow you and beg you to come home. You don't have to say you love me, just be close at hand. You don't have to stay forever, I will understand. Believe me, I can't help but love you. But believe me, I'll never tie you down. Left alone with just a memory, life seems dead and so unreal. All that's left is loneliness. There's nothing left to feel. You don't have to say you love me, just be close at hand. You don't have to stay forever, I will understand. Believe me, you don't have to say you love me, just be close at hand. You don't have to stay forever, I will understand. Believe me,
The young man stepped into the hall of mirrors, where he discovered a reflection of himself. Even the greatest stars discover themselves in the looking glass. Even the greatest stars discover themselves in the looking glass. Sometimes he saw his real face, and sometimes a stranger at his place. Even the greatest stars find their face in the looking glass. Even the greatest stars find their face in the looking glass. He fell in love with the image of himself, and suddenly the picture was distorted. Even the greatest stars dislike themselves in the looking glass. Even the greatest stars dislike themselves in the looking glass. He made up the person he wanted to be and changed into a new personality. Even the greatest stars change themselves in the looking glass. Even the greatest stars change themselves in the looking glass. The artist is living in the mirror with the echoes of himself. Even the greatest stars live their lives in the looking glass. Even the greatest stars live their lives in the looking glass. Even the greatest stars fix their face in the looking glass. Even the greatest stars fix their face in the looking glass. Even the greatest stars live their lives in the looking glass. Even even the greatest stars live their lives in the looking glass.
The moth don't care when he sees the flame. He might get burned, but he's in the game. And once he's in, he can't go back. He'll beat his wings till he burns them black. No, the moth don't care when he sees the flame. The moth don't care when he sees the flame. The moth don't care if